Hi guys, we've had some questions about our fridge slider in our Ford Everest. So this will basically, I think it'll work for any SUV or even a car that you want to put a fridge slider in and you don't want to bolt it in. It's a bit different than a bucky. You don't have place to just drill holes right through. So we've gone with a front runner. It's got a little preparation tray here. It's quite big, nice to just pack out the things in your fridge while you're looking for something, or to make sandwiches or whatever you're doing next to the road. So one of the things that we did is we put a plank at the bottom, so the slider screws into the plank just as normal. We just painted it black, some of a spray paint quick, just so it's a bit covered. You don't see this because when you're packing, you pack things at the back and everywhere, so you don't see the plank anyway. So the aim is just to have this screwed on the proper way to a proper plank. And then we strap it down. So there's a couple of people that recommends you need to screw it or strap it down at the front. I've never had the need for that. But Ford does come with a nice strong thing here. So you could, the idea is, and we've got hooks in the plank, that you will now strap this in there, like under the plank like that, and just to keep it from going up. But when the fridge is in, it's weighing almost a ton, weighing quite a bit. The fridge slider by itself is heavy. So there's nothing that will lift it, and it can only go to the roof, and this fridge comes to here, so there's nowhere for it to go up. It doesn't bounce around when you're driving. We've driven rough roads. It stays where it is this side. But if you want, you can strap that down. This straps is much stronger than one think, so it's definitely a suitable option for the job, and it takes almost no space. Then at the front, you can see here, so it's loose now, so I can show you, but it does tighten up, and when it's tight, it's nice and neat. So we've attached this yellow one, is purely for a backup. So we've added that, goes straight to the actual fridge slide. So it's not on the plank, it's on the actual frame of a slider. Purely so that if for some reason, I don't think it will, but if the plank breaks or something goes wrong with the main strap, then this is at least a backup so the whole thing doesn't fall out when you open it. Then around here, we've got a proper ratchet strap, quite a strong one. So that goes through here and through here. It's one strap, holds it just in two places, nice far apart. Just put little gaps in there. We just cut that with a multi-tool, and then it goes around. They both go around. So under the seat on this car specifically, I assume all cars, there's a thick pole, like this thick pole that goes like this under the chair. And so we just take it around that a couple of times, and you tighten it like this, and you push the chair back as much as you can when you do that, so that it's nice and tight. So when that is tightened, this thing it doesn't even do that. You can see there, if I push it, it almost doesn't even do that. So then it's nice and tight. You just tighten this and you are sorted. Yeah, so that's basically all that we do. It works. We've tested it a bunch of times. It's definitely very reliable, very sturdy. You can pull your fridge out. You don't worry for 1 second that it's going to tip out. I'll show you now what the fridge looks like when it's in. But that's just the idea behind it. Very easy. Most difficult part is the fridge slider. That's a bit heavy. So to try and get it into the boot is the heaviest part of the whole job. The rest is very easy. You just tighten the straps. You don't have to overdo it. You just do it nice and firm. Then you can see there's a power socket that we've installed. So that just goes to the back of a fridge to give power straight from the battery. Okay, all right, so there's a fridge installed. I've tightened the straps. The yellow one I don't over tighten, it's purely to back up. It is tight, but not the other one is tight. Then obviously you can open this. You've got that. Okay. So what's nice about this specific slide, and I assume we all like that, comes with these straps. So you just stick it through there, you stick it around the handle, and it does come with this, so it's quite cool. If you get the right way around, you just stick it in there. Yeah, so once you've got it like that, you can literally do this with one hand. Just tighten it, and that just goes through the hole there to make it nice and neat. So the fridge lights comes with 4 of these straps, so you've got 2 for each side. You can strap it there, no chance of a fridge falling off. And then you've got access to your fridge, and you sort it. The cables go at the back, nicely to the plug. So this fridge, this one is right at the bottom here. So you just plug it in, it's out of the way, no real issues. You can see there, it's a hole that I've made, just a rough hole, you never see those holes. For in case I want to put the strap it at the front, there's just 2 holes that I can put another yellow strap through. I've gone with 2 holes, that way I can make it come up here, over, down there, back in, so there's no straps going this way at the top, so it doesn't interfere with my fridge over here. So yeah, that works well. And if you want to close it, you just push it back and you are sorted. So yeah, give it a try. Let me know what you think. It works for us very well. Like I say, we've used it many times and really no issues. So let me know what you think.